Today, April 22nd, the WNBA is celebrating 25 years. And before there was Kia, Natalie, and Bridget, there was Kelly. Kelly Boucher was the first Canadian to ever lace up in the WNBA when they were just in their second season.
When we were playing, and if we had, like I said, we would have 30,000 people at our games, which was obviously motivating. If we had 10,000 people, that was a bit of an off night.
Boucher played for the Charlotte Sting in the WNBA back in 1998 when the league was still finding its footsteps.
And there were issues with my visa because they said, well, Canadian basketball players going down to the States. They didn't even know what category of visa to give us for the States because I'm paying state tax down there. You're traveling across the border. So, I mean, you talk about these things now and people just kind of laugh. But at the time, it was quite difficult.
Kelly represented Canada in 2 Olympics and World Championships before breaking barriers for Canadians in the WNBA.
I think at the time it was just, that this is possible because then, when I started talking to girls around the country, idea, because the league wasn't that well known, it was more the idea that there was something else that you could play because we always had to go to Europe, obviously, right? Or to Australia at the time, which had a pro league. And the idea that number one, there was a pro league that close to home, but also that they were, sort of putting it on par with the men's.
Since playing in the league, Kelly has made her imprint on the business world and now calls Australia home. But on milestone days such as today, she can't help but reminisce about her days in the W.
Playing in Madison Square Garden, I have to say, that was a highlight. Maybe not on the basketball side, but just because it's Madison Square Garden. I mean, you walk in there, you could just smell the history. And, there was Patrick Ewing was there chatting with him on the side, you're getting pictures with all these people and you're supposed to be warming up, of course, but I don't know, everybody else did it. So I did. And you just look around and I think we're playing in Madison Square Garden.
2 of the main changes Kelly has noticed in the league over the last 2 decades is first the pay. For the entire season she played back in 1998, she was paid $15,000. And now the WNBA has no problem with players representing their country.
There was no exceptions, no understanding on the WNBA's part, no releasing. If you were released, so to speak, to go play with the national team, you didn't come back.
The WNBA will tip off their 25th season on May 14th. Lindsay Dunn, City News.
It's good!